I've been on holiday for the last 2 weeks. I got off. My last day was the 23rd. That was my fly day. I got home, and then the very next day I was on the road out to the coast. I was heading out to Victoria to visit some friends and my folks. I haven't been out there in a year and a half, not since Christmas of 2016, so it's been a while. But it was real nice to get out there. It was real nice to see everybody. Um, had a lot of fun. Was very busy. Was very busy. Um, most days when I was home, I would go out at like 9 in the morning. I wouldn't get home until like 8, 9 p.m. for the whole 4 days that I was at home. I was just busy, busy, go, go, go. Just seeing people and doing stuff and having fun and going for hikes and all kinds of stuff. I meant to go on more hikes than I did, but I was only able to do the one good one and then a lot of walking around downtown and elsewhere in Victoria. But it was a great time. I had a riot. I bought a new dash cam specifically for the drive out. I had my contour camera pointed at my face for the entire drive, so I had a lot of commentary about places we were seeing and towns we were driving through, and my old neighborhood and everything like that. So that was really cool. That was a lot of fun to kind of reminisce about. Gave me an excuse to kind of get out and see more things that I might otherwise have not done. In addition to that, the drive out I did in one shot, straight Edmonton to Vancouver, 14 and a half hours. I mean, you can do the drive in 12. Hell, you can do the drive in 11. But I got held up in traffic several times. I got lost in Kamloops. And there's a couple of towns in Alberta before you actually get through the province into British Columbia that I stopped at each and lost a bit of time at each of them. But it was a very productive trip. It was a lot of fun. I saw friends in Vancouver I don't get to see very often. I did a lot of shopping. I put the word out to the Vancouver Gundam modeling group at Vanpla that I was going to be in town, and I was looking for shops to visit, what places I should go to check out, what kind of prices I could expect, what I should see, etc. And I was recommended that I hit Ages 3 and Up in on the Lougheed Highway, which I knew about and I already planned on hitting, and Toys Planet in the Crystal Mall near Kingsway Mall. Not Kingsway, Metrotown Mall. It's on Kingsway Road. And there is a Kingsway Mall here that is very near to my house that is also on Kingsway Boulevard in Edmonton, so I get mixed up sometimes. But no, I meant the Metrotown Mall. Toys Planet, I went in there and they had a hell of a selection. Almost purely Gundam. Perfect grades, master grades, high grades, real grades, P-Bandai, exclusive stuff, rare stuff. I picked up a few things. I'm just looking over at my table of swag that I bought on this trip, and it is bonkers. I can't get over how much I bought. Worth every penny. I got some really great deals. In addition to some of these shops that I stopped at, a couple of people messaged me saying that they had a couple of things for sale, including one person was selling a Master Grade version 2.0 Gundam Mark II with the special clear parts, which he was selling for a really good price. So I met up with him at Metrotown Mall. And another fellow was selling both a Perfect Grade Zeta Gundam and a Strike Rouge Perfect Grade for just an obscenely good price. I couldn't justify both, but I did buy the Zeta Gundam. After all, I am working on the Perfect Grade project, so I kind of needed to get that one eventually, and for that kind of price, I couldn't turn it down. It would have been $50 more to buy direct from Japan, and that's before shipping. So realistically, I probably saved $100. So I am not complaining. I had to go a little out of my way, but that was absolutely worth it. In addition to that, I got a couple of random P Bandai things, and some. I got the GM Jim from Build Fighters, two of them actually. I still need a third because I want to have the complete squad. I got an A-Wing, the Star Wars A-Wing, and a couple of other random things. And I completed the Endless Waltz Master Grade series. I still needed the Wing Zero, the Altron, and the Sandrock. I was able to pick up all three at Toys Planet. Paid a little more than I wanted to, but beats getting them from eBay. Considering that I bought an Altron from eBay 3 months ago. Never came. I got a refund already, so I don't care. But yeah, I'm annoyed at that seller, because it was a really good price, and I don't want to believe it was a scam. But he did refund my money immediately, so I don't know what happened, if he screwed up or if the post office screwed up. The tracking info never updated. Like, he sent me a tracking number, but it never went into the system, so I have no earthly idea what happened. But like I said, I got a refund, so I don't really care, and now I have the kit. So I will be doing unboxings of probably everything, at least most of the stuff that I got, including another random Star Wars model that I am gonna try to repurpose. Maybe. I'm gonna see how it looks when I crack it open, because I haven't yet. But I might be able to make use of it for something else, which could be something interesting in the future. In addition to that, my last time home, I was able to finally try out my spray booth, which I've been dying to do for weeks. I knew it worked because I had kind of done a test drive on it, but I hadn't used it for anything. So finally, I really put some time into it, and I painted up a model I've been wanting to work on for a long time. This is Max Factory's Plamax Gypsy Danger. This is a full repaint with all markings and everything. I'm very, very happy with how it came out. This is my first complete, full 100% repaint model that I have done, oh Jesus, since at least 2012. I would say probably 2011. This is the first robot model, like, I'm not going to say Gundam style, because it's not a Gundam, but my first humanoid robot full rebuild repaint that I've done probably since about 2009. I think the last one that I did was probably the Gelgoog, because I did the two Gelgoogs. I did the Shaw type and the mass production type, and I don't think I've done anything since then. So yeah, that was 2009. So that's been a while. And this one turned out fantastic. I have a light box for photography, so I'll include some photos of it as well. I mean, it's not perfect. There's some places where the markings didn't settle down great. The colors aren't quite the way I wanted them. I do love the color. The color that I used was Vallejo's Cobalt Blue. I think, where did the bottle go? I don't know where the bottle went. But yeah, aside from it kind of clogging the nozzle every now and then and requiring being cleaned alarmingly frequently, the color is gorgeous. It is stunningly gorgeous. And the model went together so easily. And, you know, the markings went down just fine. I mean, I wish I had some Solvaset, but I just cannot get that stuff anymore. But they went down okay with a little bit of Microsol and Microset. I have something a little bit stronger now I'm going to be trying in the future. I'm hoping that this stuff is as good as Solvaset used to be. It's to me as Mark Fitter. But regardless, this is definitely going on the shelf. I don't know what I'm going to pose it with because it doesn't scale with anything I have. Actually, well, it's 350th scale, so it actually would scale pretty well with my refit Enterprise. Um, that's kind of ridiculous. I could have this standing on the Enterprise's saucer and they would be the same scale. That is very silly. Um, but I have a couple of Godzilla figures that are similar enough in scale that I could probably pose them with it and get away with it. Um, but yeah, that was a fun project and I absolutely dig it. And I watched the movie again last night. My girlfriend's out of town for a few days. So I have the house to myself for the last couple nights of my vacation. So yeah, I turned on Pacific Rim and just cranked the volume like max, full big screen and I don't have full surround. I mean, I've got a good amp, but we never set up the rear speakers because just there's no real way to do that conveniently without having wires running across the floor, and we don't really want to do that. Um, if we could hide the wires, we would, but I mean, we'd have to run the wires through the attic, and there's asbestos up there, and we don't want to deal with that. So, whatever. Um, anyway, I just intended this to be a short kind of update vlog. I am going to be doing a longer series of videos about my trip. A lot of it's going to be just raw, unedited stuff. But I'll probably I'll do like a day by day by day, like 10-minute kind of sizzle reel of what I was doing on my trip on each day with like, and I won't say annotations because that's not a thing anymore, but like, cards or, cards in the corner. I think I don't remember what they're called, but like the little drop down card menu thing to like a longer video of, my long hike or, a longer reel of like my drive through Jasper or my brief interview with my dad about growing up in Jasper, which, it's a very unique, very pretty little town. So, that was exciting. Like I said, I did talk to my dad about growing up in Jasper, which was really interesting. I've heard a lot of those stories before, but it's always still neat to hear them again. Yeah. So, I'm not going to have any more time to work on anything, until I head back up on Wednesday morning. But it's only going to be a short rotation this time. Cause I'm, my 10 days off, my regular 10 days, plus I took an extra 5. So that's going to cut this rotation short. I'm supposed to be there right now, except if it weren't for obviously being on vacation. So I'm only going to be up there for 5 to 7 days. My schedule is for 5. I'm going to see if I can stay for an extra 2 to 3. In the meantime, probably, later this evening and tomorrow I'll be editing this and working on getting my shelves set up a little more completely. Because I like what I've got, how I've got it set up at the moment, but, I need more shelving because I have a lot of models. And I've got more. I've got so many more. And I've got more on the way. I have a full private warehouse in Hobbylink, Japan. In addition to, I mean, I've already done the Perfect Grade RX-78, but I've also got the Perfect Grade, both Zaku's and the Wing Zero sitting in a private warehouse. I've got the Real Grade Tallgeese. I've got 2 EX model Musais and the EX Salamis and Magellan ships. I can't remember what else. Half dozen other models in there. It is going to be a bitch to ship that. But yeah, that's all going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. So there's going to be a lot of new unboxings coming soon. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do the Sandrock and the Altron and the Wing Zero. They're kind of priority because I'm going to hold off on the Zeta Gundam until I've done the Zaku's because I want to do them all in order. So I'm going to try and clear some space and get to work on those before I do anything else. So that's basically all there is to say for now. Thanks everyone out there for watching. Happy modeling.